All right, welcome back to another game of On Base Baseball. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of On Base Baseball. And in this game, we're going to try out our new 1975 On Base Baseball Pocket Edition set. We're replaying Game 7 of the 1975 World Series. It was a 4-3 win for Cincinnati. We'll see how things go here in this one. Let's go through the lineups real quick. Pete Rose leading off for the Reds. Joe Morgan playing second and hitting second. Johnny Bench is catching and batting third. Perez will be at first base. George Foster in left field. Davey Concepcion is at short. Ken Griffey Sr. is in right. Cesar Geronimo is in center. And Don Golick gets a start. On the mound, left-hander can go 29 batters, 3.35 FIP, and he will be opposing this Red Sox lineup. Bernie Carbo playing left field and leading off. Denny Doyle playing second, hitting second. Yaz is at first, he's hitting third. Carlton Fisk, the young catcher, is hitting fourth, coming off of an electrifying home run in the 12th inning of game number 6. Freddie Lynn, the young phenom, is in center field. Petrocelli, another young player, at third base. Evans is in right field, Dwight Evans. Rick Burleson is a shortstop, and the spaceman Bill Lee gets the start for Game 7. So let's see how this goes. Bill Lee, left-hander, can go 27 batters, 3.82 was his FIP. So the deal with On Base Baseball, you read the die smallest to biggest. So 25, you consult the pitcher card first. So this will be Bill Lee's card against the Reds. This will be Gullett's card against the Red Sox. So you look to see if there's something there or not. If it's blank, then you go over to the pitcher card, and then each batter is listed here. So like Pete Rose would be a 34. So that means he's in 30 plus. A 25 for him would be a double play or a strikeout. So a double play if it's in order, otherwise it will be a strikeout. And then the D10 die, if it lands on a 10, a 0 for me, then I'm going to simply re-roll to keep that 1 to 9. You could use the 10 for rare plays or to kind of dip into some other different types of games or different types of systems for the game. So that's what we're going to do here, and that preserves our 1 to 9. We'll use this for base running. We'll use this to tell us if it was a strikeout, and then an 8 would be a strikeout looking as opposed to swinging. So there's some different modifications that you make based off of the D10. All right, so let's get this one started. Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, and Johnny Bench against the left-hander Bill Lee. 55 to Pete Rose is going to be either a line out or a pop out. So we look at our D10. It's a 5. It's a pop out if it's a 7, 8, or 9. Otherwise, it's a line out. So we have a line out, and let's see, that will be a line out to the shortstop. And this one is underway. Joe Morgan, 13. That's going to be a ground ball. That's hit to second base. So one of the things that we do, whoa, forgot those were in there. So inside the box here, this is the box that comes with the game. You can see for flyouts, 1 to 3 is to left field, 4 to 6 is to center field, and 7 to 9 is to right field. For groundouts, it's 1 to 6. You just match the position number. 7 and 8 goes to the shortstop, and 9 goes to the second baseman. So that should be an 8 should go to the shortstop. So that's going to be a ground out 6-3. And Joe Morgan is down for out number 2. Brings up Johnny Bench. 34. This could be trouble. 34 to a 28. We got nothing here. 34 to a 28 is a home run or a strikeout if the D9 is a 7 or greater. It's a 3, and so that's going to be popped out of here as Johnny Bench goes yard in game number 7 and gives the Reds a 1-0 lead in the first inning. Tony Perez to the plate. Perez is 17 batting runs, so he's here as well. 15 is going to be a ground out. That's hit hard but to the third baseman, and no problem at third for Petrocelli as he gets it across the diamond. But Cincinnati takes a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Go to the bottom of the first, it'll be Bernie Carbo, Denny Doyle, and Carl Yastrzemski for the Red Sox. Against Don Gullett, 335 FIP, so you can see he's in this range here. Bernie Carbo is a 21 batting runs, so he's here. 24 will be a strikeout. And then 7, 8, or 9 on the D10 for a strikeout means it was a strikeout looking. Denny Doyle to the plate, a 14 to a 3 batting runs. That's going to be a walk, as Doyle at first. His stealing is only a 5, so not going to do much there with him. 36 to a 9. 36 is going to be a fly out. That goes out to right field. Can of corn in right for Ken Griffey Jr. or Sr. And then we have a ground ball. This is going to go to the second baseman. No problem there, as he's up with it and over to first. I should be doing it like this. So after 1, the score is 1-0 Cincinnati. We head to the top of the second inning. It's George Foster, Dave Concepcion, and Ken Griffey Sr. So Bill Lee, we can see it's 24. That's going to be a double play or a ground out. So we're going to take that ground out. That's hit to the second baseman. And if you're wondering about this, this is one of the different score sheets that I have. And you do it by at-bat. So you just kind of go down the list. And it's not your traditional inning by inning. You just keep going down. This is the first at-bat, second at-bat, third at-bat. So it's a little less traditional style, but it also shortens the space and allows you to put the game totals over here if you want. I also have a traditional, I think you get 12 innings or something like that out of it. And so, but it doesn't have all this stuff with the game totals. So you can take your pick. I prefer this one in case I do want to keep the game totals. I've gotten used to it after a while. So, all right, next batter up, Dave Concepcion. He's a -6, so he's gonna be on this this one over here, 45. Pretty good roll. That's gonna be a single with an asterisk. That is a long single, and what we do on a long single is if there are runners on base, they get 1 base for the single and an extra base on top of that. But if the batter is a 6 or greater, he actually is going to get a hustle double out of it. This ball is hit to right center field, and that's just going to be a base knock because it takes a big turn around first, but not good speed for Concepcion. Average speed. 24, Ken Griffey. So a 16 is here. A 24 is a double play or a strikeout. And since we have a double play in order, we're going to take the double play. So that's going to be an automatic double play hit to the shortstop. So we go 6-4-3 on that put out. And they erase the runner. It's still 1-0 Cincinnati as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Freddie Lynn, Rico Petrocelli, and Dwight Evans for the Sox. 41 to Fred Lynn. This was one of his best years. A 15, so he's on this card here. A 15 is going to be a ground out. That's bounced to short. No problem at shortstop for Concepcion as he throws out Lynn at first. Brings up Rico Petrocelli. 56 is nothing here. 56 here is going to be a strikeout. And it's a 6 on the D9, so that means it's a strikeout swinging. And that brings up Dewey Evans. He is an 11 batting runs. Let's put him here. 14 is nothing, and 14 here is going to be a base hit. That one's chopped down the left field line. And into left field, picked up by George Foster, and Evans is at first with 2 down. 13 is going to be another ground out. This one is bounced to the first baseman. He'll take it to first himself, and that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So Boston down in order. Well, not in order, I guess. They had a base hit from Evans, but Boston down in the 2nd. And that'll bring up Geronimo, Gullett, and back to the top of the order for the Reds. -5. Geronimo is, we're going to call him here. So -5 to a 10. If it's less than -5, we would use this last one. So a 36 is nothing. We got a blank here. 36 here is going to be a fly out. That goes out to center field. Let me get in the right place here. And that's going to be out number 1 as Geronimo flies out. Next up is Don Gullett. We have a pitcher card specifically for this situation, so we'll use the pitcher card here. 45 is going to be a line out or a foul out, so that's going to be a 3. That'll be a line out to the pitcher. So good reflexes there from Bill Lee as he reaches up and catches that soft liner off the pitcher's bat. Brings up Pete Rose. Pete Rose lined out to the shortstop his first time up. A 23 is going to be a ground out, but it does have a plus sign. That means that we need to do an error check on the fielder. So it's a ground out to the shortstop, and the shortstop is Rick Burleson. He's a plus fielder, so that means on a roll of a 1 on the D9, he's going to make an error. Otherwise, he makes the play. Oh, it is a 1, and Burleson boots it. Pete Rose on with an E6. And that brings up the dangerous Joe Morgan. Morgan grounded out to short in his first at bat. 46 is not going to get it done here. 46 is going to be a strikeout as he strikes out looking against Bill Lee. And that will be out number 3. So the Reds get 1 on, but they can't get him home. And so we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 1-0 Cincinnati over Boston. And it'll be Bill Lee, Bernie Carbo, and Denny Doyle for the Sox. Bill Lee is going to bounce out to the shortstop. No problem there as they get it over to first. Brings up the top of the order, Bernie Carbo, 21 batting runs. He's off here. 34 is a blank. 34 here is a home run chance. But it's an 8, so it's a strikeout if it's a 7 or greater. And he gets the strikeout. And that'll be strikeout swinging as he takes a mighty cut. He was either going to go yard or he was going to strike out, and he doesn't connect. So that brings up Denny Doyle. Denny Doyle walked in his first at bat. He's no official at bat yet. And a 26 is going to be a blank. Doyle is a 3. So 26 here is going to be a ground out. 10 is a reroll for me. And so that'll be a ground out to short. No problem for Davey Concepcion. And he gets his man at first. And that's 3 up, 3 down for the Red Sox. We go to the top of the 4th. Got a good one here. Actual score 4-3 in this one. And this is for all the marbles, 1975 World Series, coming off of the huge Game 6 win in extra innings, 12 innings. Carlton Fisk gets the home run down the line, and we are into Game 7. In this inning, it'll be Bench, Perez, and Foster against the spaceman Bill Lee, 35. 35 to Bench is going to be a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Bill Lee. Tony Perez to the plate. Perez grounded out to third in his first at-bat. 66, that could be something really good. It's going to be a long single. He hits that one into right center field. His speed is only a 3, so he's going to only think about taking a second base in his dreams. So 25 to George Foster. A 25 is going to be a fly out, but we have an error check with the plus sign. So this is a fly out to straightaway left field. Let's check the left fielder. The left fielder is Bernie Carbo. He's a minus defender, so on a 1 or a 2, he's going to misplay this ball. It's a 3, and so he makes the catch in left field, and the runner is going to hold at first base. Dave Concepcion to the plate. He's singled in his first at-bat. He is going to ground out here. So with 2 outs, no need to take the double play. So we're just going to take that ground out. We'll just go the short way and go 6-4 on the ground out. So we'll say a fielder's choice. So that will be no runs in the top of the 4th for the Reds. Bill Lee pitching very well so far. You can see he's about an average pitcher, so if there's not very many, there'll always be one pitching card that doesn't have very much on it, so that's how you can tell basically who the average pitcher was, because there's not too many modifiers. So your average pitcher was somewhere between 3.50 and 4.25 with this FIP in the 1970s. So we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It'll be Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Lynn. A 45, this could be good things here. So let's see, 45 is going to be a base knock, and that's up the middle for a single for Carlton Fisk. Fisk at first base, a 4 speed, no threat to steal. And it'll be Carlton Fisk. Fisk bounced out to second base his first at bat. 15 to a 17 is going to be another ground out, this time to the shortstop. So we're going to take the out at first base. And then what I like to do is I like to roll against the batter's speed to see if they get the double play or not. So if I roll 1 to 5, which is Fisk's speed, then he'll be safe at first. If it's 6 to 9, then he'll be out. And let's see, it's a 5, and he just beats it out at first. So we'll go 6-4 on the fielder's choice. And we got a runner at first base for Freddie Lynn, a 35. 35 to a 41 batting runs is going to be a hit by pitch or a walk. So we got a 2. Anything 2 or above will be a walk. And so that's going to be a walk for Fred Lynn. So 2 on now against Gullet. Something brewing here. Rico Petrocelli to the plate. He's a -12. 46. That's probably not going to be great. We got a fly out here. That's going to be a fly out to right center field. At least he didn't ruin it with a double play. So still an opportunity for Dewey Evans, who bats in this next to highest card here. He had a single in his first at bat. Let's see if he can drive in a run here with 2 outs. 24 is going to be a double play or a strikeout. That's going to be a strikeout looking. And Dewey Evans with 2 on the pond can't bring him home. So the Red Sox strand 2 in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th inning, still 1-0 Cincinnati over Boston. It'll be Griffey, Geronimo, and the pitcher against Bill Lee. Bill Lee can go 27 batters. He's not even to 18 yet. So that's the other part about this at-bat system, is it makes it super easy to kind of figure out where you are with stamina and all that. So this is 9, 18, 27, 36, etc. Griffey grounded into a double play in his first at bat. He is going to ground out again, this time to the third baseman. No problem at third base for Rico Petrocelli as he makes the out at first. Brings up Cesar Geronimo. Geronimo also going to ground out. This time he's going to ground out to the shortstop as he hits a 14 hopper to short. No problem at shortstop for Rick Burleson, who makes a good throw to the speedy Geronimo. Brings up the pitcher spot, Don Gullet. Gullet also nowhere near his stamina, so we're going to leave him in there, just in the 5th inning right now. 24 is going to be another ground out. This one is tapped in front of home plate. No problem at home for the catcher Carlton Fisk, as he makes a good strong throw to first. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Bill Lee in the 5th. And we are headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-0 is our score in this deciding Game 7 of the 75 World Series. A 56 to Burleson. Burleson is a -21. 56 is going to be a strikeout as Don Gullet gets him looking for out number 1. Brings up Bill Lee to the plate, 55. To the pitcher. So again, we have our pitcher card here. 55 is going to be a single with an error check. So that's going to be a base hit to right center field as Bill Lee comes up with the single. Let's see if there is an error on the right fielder. That's going to be Ken Griffey Sr. He's a 1 or 2 to make an error. Oh! So that's going to be a single with an error as he misplays it in right, and could be one of those costly errors that haunt you for the rest of your life. We'll see. Bernie Carbo comes to the plate with a man in scoring position all of a sudden. A 33, that could be really good, except off of Golet's card, that's going to be contained to a single. You can see what happens. It would have been a double, but because of Golet's ability, he limits that to a single. That's going to be a base hit right up the middle, and that's going to push the runner to third base. We have 1 out and 2 on, runners at the corners, and it'll be Doyle to the plate. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try to surprise him with a little, what do you call it? A suicide squeeze. So 1, 2, or 3, it's going to be unsuccessful. And unsuccessful in this case is going, let's run a safety squeeze. We'll do a safety squeeze. So in this case, unsuccessful would be a strikeout. Nobody moves. We get an out. It'll be 2 outs. So if it's 4 to 9, the squeeze is successful, and the batter will be out at first base. It was there. It rolled over. Oh man, killer. All right, so that's going to be a strikeout for Denny Doyle. Try to do a little something there, but didn't work. Brings up Yaz. Yaz with a single in his last at bat. He's not going to get a single here. In fact, that's going to be a ground out right back to the pitcher, and that will be I believe it's a ground out. Yeah, ground out right back to the pitcher, and we're going to go 1-3 on the put out. So the Reds survive that inning, first and third with only 1 out. Boston tried a little squeeze play, didn't work, and we are going to go to the top of the 6th inning. Still 1-0 our score. Back to the top of the order for the Reds, Rose, Morgan, and Bench. Is there a scarier 1, 2, 3 in baseball history? Maybe. Maybe the 27 Yankees. But these guys are pretty solid. 24 is going to be a ground out. That one's smacked down to third. And that will be Rico Petrocelli over to first for out number 1. Rose now 0 for 3. Trouble here, 56 to Joe Morgan. 22 is going to be a double or a triple. If the D9 is a 6 or greater, it's a 1. So that's going to be a 2-bagger down the line. It gets to the wall, and Joe Morgan cruises into second base with a stand-up double. So 1 out double from Joe Morgan, the Hall of Famer. Brings up Johnny Bench. A 26 will be a single with an error check. So a single to left field, and he's a 7. We're going to try to push that home. Let's check out the error first. In left field, we got Bernie Carbo. He's a minus fielder, but he makes a play out there. He's not going to let it get by him. Let's go ahead and try to score Morgan from third. He just needs a 1 to 7. 8 or 9, he'll be out at home. It's a 4, and he comes home on the base hit. So RBI base hit, and that gives for Johnny Bench on the single to left field. Right now, he's looking like the player of the game as he's driven in both runs for Cincinnati, and he gives Cincinnati a 2-0 lead. Bill Lee against Perez. Perez 1 for 2. 66 to a 17. That's going to be a long single, and what the long single does is it pushes the runner to third base automatically from first. And do we stick with Bill Lee here? I mean, that's the question, really. What is the other option? Don't have any other options that I would feel comfortable with. Everybody else is his grade or higher or lower. So we're going to stick with Bill Lee here, see if he can get out of it. First and third, 1 out, 1 already in for the Reds. A 12 is going to be a ground out, but that is a ground out with, you can see here with an arrow. That means that it's a little tapper. The only place to go is to first base, so a little tapper to short. That'll be out number 2. All runners are going to advance, and so the only play was to first base. Because there was a runner at third, I'm going to score on the fielder's choice. And that'll be 2 outs, but another run comes in as Bench scampers home. Brings up Davy Concepcion. 14 to a -6 is going to be a walk. So Bill Lee trying to get his way through this inning, but he's not doing what he needs to do here. 35 to a 16 is going to be a strikeout. So Bill Lee gets him swinging, throws a little junk at him, and he gets out of the inning. He does give up 2 runs. It's now 3-0 Cincinnati over Boston. Boston looking for something, anything against Don Gullett. They're going to put Fisk, Glenn, and Petrocelli into the box against Don Gullett. 33 is pretty good. 33 will be a base knock. That's bounced into left field for Carlton Fisk. So Fisk at first base, he's 1 for 3. Brings up Freddie Lynn. He's 1 for 2, or 0 for 1 with a walk. 34 though could be good, but it's not. That's going to be a strikeout off of the pitcher. Don Gullett tough. That's going to be 1 down. 11. That's going to be a back-to-back strikeouts for Gullett, who is taking control here in the 6th inning. 23 to an 11. That'll be a ground out with an error check. So it's a ground out to the shortstop. The shortstop is Concepcion. He's a plus defender, and so instead of making an error there like a minus defender, he makes the play. So we'll go across the diamond 6-3, and that'll be out number 3. So Cincinnati lets 1 on in the 6th, but Boston can't bring them around. We head to the top of the 7th inning, and it's going to be a new pitcher. Let me get a new pitcher in the game. All right, the new pitcher is going to be Jim Burton. Burton, the lefty, can go 8 batters. He comes in with a 3.66 FIP, so we won't have to change the card. It'll be the same card. He replaces Bill Lee. The spaceman goes 6 innings, gives up 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 3 Ks. All 3 runs were earned, and he is set up to take the loss at this point. Top of the 7th inning, 3-0 is our score. Cincinnati will send up Geronimo, the pitcher spot, and Pete Rose. So a 46 to a -5. That's going to be a strikeout. So strikeout swing as Geronimo goes down for the 3rd time. They're going to send Gullett back out there. He can go 29 batters. He is not quite there yet, not quite to 27. So going to send him out there. The worst thing that happens is he goes from this card to this card. So chance for Gullett to continue to pitch in this game. It's only the 7th inning. 45 off of the pitcher card is going to be a line out or a foul out. So that's a line out, and that line out goes to the catcher. You can't line out to the catcher, so we're going to call that a pop out to the catcher. So P2, that's actually in here as well, somewhere. Yeah. So if the outcome is a line out to the catcher, change the outcome to a pop out to the catcher. Score to P2. That's just one of those strange things that comes up in the game because to keep it simple. But it's just a modifier you have to do. All right, so Jim Burton, 2 quick outs here in the 7th, and he's got a 22. 22 against a 34 is going to be a double or a triple. A 4 is going to be a double as Pete Rose laces one into left center field. That's going to roll all the way to the wall, and he gets in to second base with a stand-up double. He's now 1 for 4, Pete Rose is. Brings up the very dangerous Joe Morgan, who doubled his last time up. Morgan is 1 for 3 with a run scored, and a 23 to a 56 is going to be a ground out with an error check. So this is a ground out to short. No error on the play, and we're just going to go the long way. 6-3, and that's going to be the 3rd out. So Jim Burton comes in and does his job in the 7th inning. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-0 is our score. Cincinnati over Boston. Cincinnati looking to not upend history, but to uphold history. It'll be Burleson, the pitcher spot, and then Bernie Carbo. So a 12 is going to be a blank here, and you can see that that's going to be a ground out to first base. We'll do a little flip to the pitcher covering, and that'll be out number 1. Let's get into a pinch hitter for the Red Sox. Let's see what we got here. I believe Jim Rice is hurt. So let's go with Cecil Cooper, although he's left-handed. Maybe a better option than Juan Benitez. Let's go with Cecil Cooper. In Cecil we trust. So Cooper pinch hits in the 7th. And he is 15. So we just read it across, 15 minus 5. And he will pinch hit for the pitcher spot. So that's going to be it for Jim Burton as he comes in for 1 inning. We've got a couple of guys lined up in the bullpen. So let's see if Cooper can get everybody going. 26, probably not going to happen. 26 to a 15 is, that's a single with an error check. So single to right field. Let's check the right fielder. That's going to be Dewey Evans. He does not make the error in right field, so that's going to be a base hit for the pinch hitter, Cecil Cooper. Maybe that lights a little bit of a fire for the Red Sox. 15 to Bernie Carbo. 15 is nothing here, so a ground out that goes to the shortstop. And we're going to take the fielder's choice here at second base. I'll do that each time, and then we'll roll against Bernie Carbo's speed. Oh, he gets the luck of the pinky finger. And so he's going to beat that out at first base. We go 6-4 on the putout. Brings up Denny Doyle. If ever they needed Doyle to come through, this is it. But he's 1 for 2 on the day. And he's going to be 1 for 3. This is going to be a ground out to the shortstop. We'll go the short way on this one. And that'll be out number 3. So the Red Sox get 1 on in the 7th, but they can't break through against Don Gullett. Gullett now officially at 29 batters. He has to be above that number to drop down, so he could actually go out for 1 more inning and be at the same level. We need to get a new pitcher for the Sox. And the Sox will go with Dick Drago. Drago, 3.58 FIP. Not enough to push him down to the next level. Right-hander coming in. 1 inning for Jim Burton. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and a K. And Dick Drago is going to come in and see if he can set down the middle of this Cincinnati order. It would be Bench, Perez, and Foster for the Reds. 16 is always going to be a fly out with runner advancement. So this is going to be a fly out to straightaway center field. With no runners on base, the automatic runner advancement doesn't mean anything. Brings up Perez. Tony Perez in this game is 2 for 3. He's got a couple of singles, but he is going to ground out here as he grounds out to the first baseman. Behind on the pitch, a little toss to first to the pitcher covering, and that's going to be out number 2. Brings up George Foster. 45 to George Foster will be a base hit. So that's a base hit, sharply hit into right field. George Foster now 1 for 4. And that brings up Dave Concepcion, 1 for 2. 22 is going to be super dangerous as Dave Concepcion is going to... He's a -6. 22, that's going to be a double. So he wraps one over the right fielder's head, off the wall. 1 hops the wall. That double with 2 outs is going to bring the runner home. So with 2 outs, all runners get an extra base. So a double would have put him at third, but this time it's going to bring the run home. And the lead is now 4-0 Cincinnati over Boston. Ken Griffey Sr., 26 to him is going to be a base hit. And again, same rule applies. So on a base hit with 2 outs, a run from second base is going to score. And let's check the error. It's on the center fielder. Oh my gosh, and it's all falling apart for the Red Sox as we get an error on the center fielder, Freddie Lynn, and that allows the runner to go to second base. And that brings up Jose Geronimo. Jose Geronimo, that's not his name. Cesar Geronimo. 35 to a -5 is going to be a ground out, as this one is bounced to short and the play is to first base. That gets them out of the 8th inning, but 2 more runs come across. It's now 5-0 Cincinnati over Boston, as Drago could not keep the lid on it. Don Gollett's going to go out there for another inning. He's at 29, which is his stamina, so we're going to see. He might be able to finish this game with a 5-run lead. We'll see if he can take down the middle of this order. Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Lynn for the Red Sox. The Red Sox faithful at Fenway Park, feeling this one slipping away. A 15 to a 9 batting runs is going to be a base hit. So a little bit of hope there for Yastrzemski as he goes the other way. Knocks it into left center field. And that's going to put a runner at first base for Carlton Fisk. 24 is going to dash all of their hopes as he bounces into a double play. This will be the pitcher. He goes 1 to 6 to 3, and that is just a kick in the gut for the Red Sox, as the fans can't believe it. Brings up Freddie Lynn. Freddie Lynn, 41 batting runs. Let's see, that's not going to work. So a 56 to him is going to be a walk. So a little bit more hope as Fred Lynn gets on, looking to see if maybe Petrocelli could pop one. I don't think so. 46 to a -12 is going to be a fly out. He gives a good ride out into left center field, but no dice. Pardon the pun. No dice for the Red Sox. Red Sox down to their final 3 outs now. We are going to go to the let's got 2, 4, 6. So Drago, we'll send him out there again, see if he can take care of business. We really don't have another a better pitching option here. Rick Kruger, but I don't know if how much he pitched. He's at the bottom. Typically we go starters, the most batters faced, top to bottom, and then at the relief pitchers, most batters faced, top to bottom. So your most used relievers are going to be the ones that are written in black at the top of the players who are written in black. And so if you're at the bottom of that list, you did not face many batters that year. So we'll leave Drago in there. He'll face off against the pitcher spot, which we're going to let Gollett go. And so he's going to go out there and bat for himself again. Again, we have a pitcher card. A 45 is a line out or a foul out. This time it's going to be a foul out. And that will be a foul out down the left field line to the left fielder. So we'll say FO7, and that is out number 1. And that brings up Pete Rose. A 33 to Pete Rose is going to be a double as he whacks one off the center field wall. That is 2 doubles in the game for Pete Rose. He's now 2 for 5. And Morgan stands in. He's 1 for 4. He had a double as well. But a 35 is not going to be a double. A 35 is going to be a walk. So not the worst thing in the world as you set up the force out at second base. You can still have the double play. 25 will be a fly out with an error check. So fly out down the right field line. No error from the right fielder. And all runners are going to hold. So Drago, 1 out from getting out of a mess. 14 to a 17 is going to be a base hit, though, as Tony Perez goes the other way over the second baseman. That's going to be an RBI single, and that will also push the runner to third base with 2 outs. So 3 hits on the day for Tony Perez, including an RBI. and that gives the Reds a 6-0 lead. 45 to a 23. That's another base hit. This one down the right field line as George Foster lifts one right past the first baseman. That's going to be another RBI. And the Reds are just piling it on now as it's a bit of a merry-go-round on the bases. 7-0 is our score. 15 to a -6. That'll be a ground out, a little tapper in front of the plate. We're going to go 2-3 on the putout. That's out number 3. But 2 more runs come across in the 9th. It's now 7-0 Cincinnati, and definitely Gullett is going to stay out there and try to finish this one. So we got to put him down 1 card because he's past 29 batters. So 27, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3. And he has to drop down 1 card. But doesn't matter here as he faces Evans. Evans is 1 for 3, but he's going to ground out here to the second baseman. A little tapper to second base, and he's going to be out number 1. Brings up Rick Burleson. Burleson is 0 for 3. He's a -21 batting runs. I don't see any reason to. We got a pinch hit in just a minute, so we'll be fine. 26 is going to be a ground out as he taps it in front of the plate for the catcher. And one more hope. Last hope is going to be Juan Beniquez. Pinch hitter in the 9th for the pitcher. Beniquez is a 3+6. I just like to do the little, it's a little non-traditional, but it just helps me to visually see where the pinch hitters are. Last hope here for the Red Sox. They're down 7-0. And a 16 is going to be a deep fly ball. This one's hit out to center field. Racing back is the center fielder, Geronimo. He reaches up at the last minute, and he makes a fine catch in center field. And that is, that is going to be your ball game as the Reds take down the Red Sox 7-0. Red Sox coming out a little bit flat after that huge Game 6 win, and history repeats itself as Cincinnati wins the 1975 World Series. And terrific series, one of the best card sets, one of the most desirable card sets out there, 1975. You can go and pick this up. As soon as I get finished recording this video, I'm going to make it live. But you can go get the 1975 Pocket Edition. This is the card box that it comes in, and the way it works is just put all your cards in here. So you can just set everything together like this, and you've got your team cards. You can see you got all the team cards for 1975. On one side are the batters, the other side are the pitchers for each team. And then you're just going to take all those cards and put them into your box. And the box is both some instructions and things like that to remember basic instructions for the game, but it's also a carrying case. It's called a tuck box, so you tuck it in there and you got a nice little game that you can carry with you wherever. Again, it only takes 2 D6 dice and a D10, and super easy to play on base baseball, especially with the Pocket Edition. It's very portable. These sheets are available for download either at clarkandaddisongaming.com in the free section, or you can pick them up when you purchase the Pocket Edition. You can download the 2 different sheets. One is at bats and one is by innings, traditional innings. There's also the game guide there that you can download. You can also get that for free at clarkandaddisongaming.com. I have lots of other games. I just played Precision Baseball, which is a terrific game, a lot deeper than on-base baseball, but still nonetheless a wonderful game, and mostly for more modern baseball seasons. So only 2003 to the present is what is going to be available for those. But on-base baseball got seasons from the 60s at this moment, actually from the 40s all the way to today. So more variety, more history with on-base baseball, and I'll continue to put out these seasons. People seem to really enjoy the Pocket Edition. We've got several seasons now 72, 75, 80, 86, 91, 90, 91, 2024, 2024. I think that's it. I'll leave a link in the description of this video, and you can go to the sort of the main page. I sell these through thegamecrafter.com, and the main page there for Clark and Addison is where you can see all the different seasons that are available. I'll make 75 available, like I said, right after I finish this video. So by the time you get there, it will be ready. I've proofed the cards. Everything is ready to go, and now you can see how you can play a game using the Pocket Edition. There's also another video expressly on this topic of how to go from zero to playing a game, how to set everything up. I had all this set up before, so you can see how to set everything up. And with the On-Base Baseball score sheets, these are preset with the batting, defense, and speed. So, and it's for the pitchers, it has the Sierra FIP, stamina, how does he pitch right-handed or left-handed. So all of those things are built into this score sheet. You can use the score sheet for any game, but it's specifically set up for this game. All right, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click on subscribe. If you like this video, just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That's a super easy way to support what I'm doing here. And another good way is to share this video, or to share the website, or to share your thoughts to your community. Also, buy a game. That's a super easy way to know, for me to know that what I'm doing is connecting with people. So you can go to clarkandaddisongaming.com, and you can purchase a game. I have football, basketball, baseball. I'm working on a tennis game. So more offerings are coming all the time. So just be checking that out. And love it when people share or give reviews. If you buy a game, leave a review. That helps other people who are shopping. And everything that people have been doing has been great. To really appreciate it, as my journey only started a few years ago. So this has been really cool to see how the community has adopted so sometimes a little bit different way of seeing tabletop gaming. All right, I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.